Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, JT Open Stuff. Today, guys, we are going to be opening up this ZURU Robo Alive Mega Dino Fossil Find. Now, this is a dig and build mega fossil. You dig them out, you build them, and he lights up and roars. So you can kind of see on the back there, there's a T-Rex, a Brontosaurus, amber stickers, fossil facts, slime, stretchy slime, and sand. So this is looking really, really cool. We're going to get into this today. We're going to see what we think of it. And while I am doing that, guys, if you haven't already, please do me the honor of wherever you have to go to subscribe to the channel, subscribing. It is the best way you can support all of my great toy opening videos. And as I say each and every time, why are they great? Because I open toys with you. So this really looked awesome. I've opened up several other ZURU dinos if you've watched the channel for a while. So these are always a lot of fun. They really have a lot of value, I think. Like this set, I believe, was less than $20 for this mega build. So to have all the fun that is going to be involved in this, I think that is a fairly decent price. All right, now, can we make any more progress in these little teeny tiny rips? I don't know. I don't think it's going to cooperate today. Let's try from the bottom. Well, there we go. Well, oh, that was a nice little rip right there. Let's move on up. Let's keep it going. Come on, come on. You can do it. Almost. Now, guys, this, again, perfect time of the year to have some mystery egg, if you will, because it is so hot outside. It is ridiculous. It has been running high humidity and in the high 90s here in South Carolina where I live. I'm not sure what it's like where you guys live, but this is the perfect weather to stay inside, open up something fun, and just, have some fun with an indoor toy. I don't know about you guys. I can also use the time to kind of arrange, organize, look at my toy collection, see if there's something that I need to get rid of. Is there something I want to display in a different location? How do you guys do that? I always tend to go through my stuff once or twice a year, and I find stuff that I don't know, it doesn't speak to me anymore. I don't know how else to describe it other than that, but just kind of rotating stuff out and making place for new things. If you guys kind of feel like that, let me know in the comments down below. What's the one thing that you've gotten rid of in the past that you wish you wouldn't have gotten rid of? That might be a good question. As you can see right there, there is that hammer or little chisel, I guess, in the egg. You get those claw marks right down the side of this egg. And let's go ahead and see. I don't think there's any other tape or anything. Can it just pop apart here? There we go. All right. Let's flip it around this way. And 1, 2, and 3. A bunch of plastic bags, just like the Mesozoic period. So this is stretchy slime, dino slime, dino sand. Oof. These I really do not care for. These fossil rocks, they're kind of like chalk. They get everywhere. And let's see what else we have here. Oh, there are those little amber stickers. And check that out. They're kind of puffy. That is really kind of cool. Little instruction manual. Let's see. Yeah, just kind of how to change a battery. Oh, so I guess maybe that just gave it away. We got the Brontosaurus. That's pretty cool, I guess. Instructions for putting it together. Press to activate and how to change the battery. All right, well, if you guys don't want to know what you got, don't look at the booklet. And then you get a magnifying glass. That feels like a giant magnifying glass. Good grief. Let's take a look at this thing. Wow, look at that, guys. That might be the largest magnifying glass that I've ever gotten that wasn't an actual magnifying glass, like just as a toy. That is hilarious. Look at that. That absolutely is huge. Give you guys a little preview there. Really, really fun. And then our little booklet here. And this is the facts. So there you go. Fact, info, and data. I'll let you guys pause that if you want to read more about the Brontosaurus. All right. But that looks awesome. That is going to be a really, really cool fossil. 22 meters long is how big the Brontosaurus was. That is really cool. Absolutely love it. All right, let's put that back over here and we'll slide that over just a little bit. Now, the dino sand. I'm not sure what comes in what. I do have a couple of little trays here to kind of open stuff over to kind of keep the opening table a little neater if we can. We can also put stuff right back in this egg if we need to. I guess we might as well go ahead and start off with the messiest thing first. This fossil rock. Oh, you know what? I didn't even do this. I didn't even show this to you guys, but inside here, there is a little twist thing that if you twist it the right way, this should then pull out of here. Yeah, so then you have your little pick. Now, I don't really ever use this pick because, let's be honest, it's plastic. It doesn't really chisel in there really, really well, but there are times where I have been able to at least get a little bit of a crack in some of these things. So we'll see how that works today. All right, let's go ahead and do this fossil rock first. Now, this one looks like it could be a little bit easier to break apart just from me kind of pinching this plastic here. Looks like it's kind of falling apart inside there. Not really having luck with my fingers there, so let's give it just a little bit of a cut to get it started. Right there. Let's see what we've got. Now this one, these are always so crumbly, as you can see right there. It is really kind of crazy. You know what? Let's do this right over the top there for the first little bit of it. You get nice and chalky as you're doing this as well. It's kind of an interesting concept to just, make it like a chalk rock, if you will. You can kind of see how crumbly that is right off the bat there, guys. Look at that. All over me already. This one's kind of firm though in the middle. You kind of have to almost work at it from the sides to get it to do anything. You can break little pieces, as you see right there, off, and it just kind of crumbles to pieces there. So let's just keep breaking off little pieces until we find something in the middle. That one was a big chunk that just broke off there. As you can see, usually there will be one piece of the dinosaur in here. And a lot of times it's the head or something really important. So you can't really skip this process, but there you can see it is just crumbling to pieces, breaks off in nice little chunks there. And again, if you wanted to, you could use this and kind of dig down in there and break off little pieces. Just be ready when you open these guys. Have a place where you can make a little bit of a mess because they will get messy. You can see, you can kind of dig down in there. Now, there we go. We've gotten far enough down in there that, look at that. We are down to what appears to be, again, and this one may be the same as some of the other ones I've opened. Yeah, the head is what is in there, so really cool. Little chalk rock, if you will, left on that. Little bits all over the opening table now. All right, let's put this little guy right over here. And let's see. Now, a lot of times I will stop and wash my hands after each one of these because I don't want my dinosaur, if I'm going to display this, I don't want him to have gunk and chalk and stuff all over him. But today, let's just build it the way that it was meant to be built, I guess. We're going to get this thing all chalked up. We're going to get it all slimed up. We're going to put it together, and we're going to see how much we like it with all that stuff all over it. Now, there you go. That skull is really cool. We'll put it right over there on the side. Actually, let's take a look at this. There you go, guys. Nice close-up look. Okay, what do we want to go to next? I say, since we're already in the dry goods, let's go to the Dino sand. What do you say? And this one says peel right down the top here. You can see that chalk just flying off my hands from the chalk rock. Let's go. Ooh, there we go. That one came off pretty nice. What's cool about this part right here is you do get a nice little mold here that you could use. Like you could go to the beach, you could take this with you and make some little sand shells. You can see it's kind of already escaping that side over there. So let's see. I'm not sure if this is going to just explode out of here. Whoa, check that out. Orange sand, and it's just all over the place in there. That's really kind of interesting. So it's not completely full of sand. It's just where it's just packed around there. But look at that, guys. You get that nice kind of orangey yellow sand. Look at that. A nice consistency to that. And inside of this was the body. So again, really cool. What I'll do is I'll put that over on the side. We'll open up all the rest of the stuff, then maybe we'll clean them off. No, we're not. We're just gonna build it. And again, look at all that. Look at all that sand you get. So if you love kinetic sand, look at that. That slow drip of the sand just kind of falls apart. Absolutely the coolest. All right, let's put this one back together just for now. Again, that would be so cool to be able to take to the beach to make a cool little sand shell, if you will. All right, let's go dino slime next. Let's see what we get in the dino slime. I think this one's gonna be, with all that chalk on my hand, it's almost hard to get that little tear strip going there. Now this one does have a little, almost like a little Ziploc, little resealable thing there. But look at that. And this is what I'm talking about. The other pieces are covered in plastic. These, not so much. They are slimed. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. So that as I take the pieces out, we're just gonna go ahead and put them together. What the heck? And you can see right there, it's kind of the battery compartment there. It's got kind of plastic underneath that rib cage where it will light up. Really cool. Now I'm guessing that this is the head here. Can we go ahead and pop that on? I think that's the head. No, I think that's gotta be the tail. Is that it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, no, because I haven't gotten his neck yet. That makes sense. That was not smart. All right, leg number one. This is not even the stretchy slime, guys. And we got some stretch going on. So be ready. I guess the stretchy slime is going to be super stretchy. I don't know how else to describe it, but let's see. All right, we might have to have this really quickly here to kind of take a look at. That kind of looks like the tailbone there. So that will go here. All right. This slime is incredibly gooey. Incredibly gooey. Look at this, guys. There is no stinking way that this isn't just as stretchy as the next slime. Look at that. Put that right up there. Give you guys a good look at it. Whoa, he's getting slimy, he's getting sandy, he's getting chalky. My fingers are getting all of the same. Well, let's go ahead and put this onto here. Oh, man, come on now. Get on there. There we go. It's finally on there. All right. Then we've got, look at this, guys. Seriously, look at this. Oh my gosh. You're telling me the other slime is going to be stretchier than this? This neon green stretch factory right here. This is really some slimy, stretchy slime. If you love slime, then you absolutely are going to want to build this dino. This slime is all over him. Look at that. It's all over me now. All right, let's see. So this one looks like it's going to be left front leg. Can I get a little bit of that off of me to help build him? Let's see. Maybe just a tiny bit. Helpful. All right, let's go. Left front leg. Oh man, I'm just getting slime all over him now. That is crazy. Now this one is covered in the slime, guys. So you ready? And yes, you could use your reusable bag for your slime if you wanted to. But we, my friends, don't do that on this channel. We like to make a mess. And we are going to put all of this slime down with all that kinetic sand, down with all that chalk. We're going to see what we get in the end. It could be a disaster, or it could be one of the greatest things in the history of the channel. Look at that, guys. That is just unreal how slimy this is. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like I'm splattering water when I try to flip this off down in the egg. Wow. There you go, guys. The joys of opening toys. That might make a good t-shirt. What do you guys think? I've mentioned this before. Would you guys buy merch if I had merch? I have a big secret. I have stickers that I might be selling soon, really cheap, just so everybody can get some. But would you guys enjoy it if you had some merch to buy? I really think it might be something fun to do for the channel. Oh, if you guys might hear that. Little Olive is in the background. She is all having a good time with me today in the opening studios, if you will. My hands are so slimy, I can't even open this up right now, so I'm gonna have to do this. Now this is weird. It says stretchy slime, but it has more sand in it, more of the kinetic sand in it. That is weird. And this stuff is weird. This is like, almost like a foam, if you will. Look at that. It's moldable. It doesn't fall apart like the other kinetic sand does. That is so weird that it said it was slime, but it's actually kind of a moldable clayish sand. Very, very strange, but hey, whatever. We'll open it up just the same. Let's see if it'll pick up some of this other stuff off the table. Yep, look at that. That was what was on the table down right in front of me. Really cool. Look at this. You can roll it up like a little prehistoric burrito. Let's feed it to the headless dinosaur. All right, enough of that, guys. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, if we're gonna make a burrito, let's make a burrito out of all that. What do you say? Let's see. Let's get a big old honking handful of it down here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna eat that, and I don't think you guys should either. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All right, enough with that. Enough with that silly talk. All right, this one has the tail, the neck pieces, which is really kind of cool. Let's see if we can figure this out. Now, this one goes here, looks like. Because that's got the little notch for the little ball for its head right there. So does that one. Let's see. No. Okay, this one goes here, like that. All right. To rely on our... Okay, so there's supposed to be 2 pieces for the neck. Okay. So this one actually goes like, I forgot he's a brontosaurus. He's got a giant neck. What am I thinking? All right, that piece goes on there. There we go. Then this piece goes like that. Then Mr. Brontosaurus gets his head. So let's go ahead and pop that on there. Let's go ahead and pop this on there. Whoa! That was kind of scary. I thought maybe I was going to get slimed again or something. I don't know. Mouth opens up. Now, brontosauruses aren't necessarily known to be mean dinosaurs, but check this out. Whoops. We just broke his tail off there. That is the way to activate him, though, is to move his tail. You see, he glows right there. Look at that. That is a giant dino that you get in there. So, guys, these are really, really cool. If you like making a mess, if you love slime and sand and gel and dinosaurs and fossils and glowing and roars and shells and amber and magnifying glasses and chisels, then this is the egg for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next great toy opening video.